Hi, everyone, and welcome to my show. My name is Mirjam. I'm a psychological astrologer, and I have been working in this field as a counselor and as an author for 12 years. I actually had my 12-year anniversary this weekend. So, yeah, you can all congratulate me. 12 years is like a full Jupiter cycle. And it's also quite interesting because it was coincidental that we had a new moon at the same time, which was also a solar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. And some of you may know that eclipses can bring about quite like major changes. They can bring surprises and big changes in the area that is indicated for you in your chart. So you will have to look at your own chart, which house is being ruled by Taurus. And then that will be the life area where this new moon and eclipse will be most affecting your life, your personal life. And so I'm expecting like a fresh start. I am already feeling the energy. And to be honest with you, I've quite a few bigger goals on my agenda. So I'm feeling there is like a really complete cycle, and maybe because it's also Jupiter cycle completed. When Jupiter returns, that always means that you feel like ready for something bigger. You feel ready for something on a bigger scale. Okay. That's quite often the case, completely depending like what area this pertains to, like in your chart. And this could even be on a minor scale, but it's just about what it means for you. Okay, so bigger goals are also like in general, like more motivation, more positivity, even though eclipses then can also cause quite a bit of disruption, we have to say. So this was a solar eclipse. Solar eclipses can only occur under a new moon. So this was a new moon in Taurus. I want to tell you just a little bit about what this means in general. The sign of Taurus is all about being grounded. It means that you feel like in tune with nature as well, and in tune with your own, like with your natural rhythm, because Taurus also rules the physical body. Yeah, so if we talk about the physical body, think about your natural like rhythm, sleeping patterns, or just behaviors, or how much exercise you like, you need, your diet, all of that, and how much you care for your body, like how much you pamper yourself sometimes, a nice massage or a day at the spa, or just a new shower gel with a really nice some fragrant stuff in there. So that's like the Taurus vibe, really appreciating the physical side of life. It's a sensual sign. It's about pleasure, physical pleasures, but it's also about peace and calm and relaxation. So you might want to feel like, okay, I mean, I don't have to always feel so rushed. It would be nice to just slow down a little bit. Taurus is a slow moving energy, and just maybe you just put in just the odd lazy day, just you're cutting yourself some slack, also just feeling that everything is not so heavy, and you should just be able to, sit down and enjoy, maybe a nice cup of coffee or a cake or a tea or something like that, which I did, by the way, and I'm going to continue to do that. So I'll really try to get the best out of this Taurus new moon, which basically happened the moment I had my business solar return. So it's landed right on my main constellation, because that was exactly the moment, the day I started my business. So it means a lot to just really feel this energy that is like the core energy of also of what I do. It's supposed to be something really solid, supposed to be something that should help people also get more stability and security in their life. So this also like a core purpose of this energy, the security, the material and financial stability. Like all earth signs, Taurus aims for security and stability, also finance-wise. Taurus also loves a bit of luxury. So it's not about just putting all your money in the bank. It's also about spending a bit and enjoying a bit, and maybe allowing yourself to splash out on, something that maybe you've been wanting for a long time, and just treat yourself, treat yourself a little bit as well. So, but always we are being reminded with Taurus what our personal value systems are. So we should not be led astray by what other people believe is important in life. We should find our own value system and our own focus, and what we feel matters in our life, be that in the physical sense or financial sense, like what you want to invest in, or if you believe your relationships are very important in your life, or is it more like about your income, or is it more about in the emotional realm, or whatever it is. Okay, so my best advice would be like just try to tune into all of these things. Also try to enjoy the simple pleasures that life has to offer, and well, if you can throw in a slice of cake here and there, I mean, Taurus wouldn't mind. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so much about the new moon and eclipse. Please let me know in the comments box if you've got any questions about this particular moon or eclipse, or also in general. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Okay, maybe you have already. Right, so now we're going to say hello to whoever's tuned in today. Who is here today with us? There's Dr. Jobeth. Hello. Hi. And Shona. Hello, Shona. Hi, Millie. Good to see you. Congratulations. Thank you, Reese. Hi, Tony. Hello, Sally. Hello, Terry. Okay, hi, Neil and Andrew. Hi, Daniel. Yeah. Hello, Danielle. Hello, Martine. Hello, Martina. Hi, Tina. Welcome. Hello, Leanne. Hello, Jane. Welcome, Sarah. Thanks for joining. Hi, Trish. Hi, Mary. Hello. Hi, Ellie J. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Julie. Hello, Mary. Hello, Sue. Hello, Joanne. Yeah, so I'm sure that there's Ty. Hello, Ty. Okay. And hi, Deborah. Hello, and welcome to the show. Okay, so thank you so much to everybody joining today, and sure many more are going to tune in later. Okay, so for today's show, I've got a treat for you before we jump into the personal readings. I promise you that last time, you probably remember we didn't have enough time to discuss this on the show. I wanted to show you a little mystery chart again and just play around with it a little bit, and tell you something exciting that is going on in this person's life at present. Yeah, so you can learn a little bit from that. So can we please put up this chart, this birth chart now, and we will work on it together. Okay. Yes. So I hope you can all see that. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. So I created that yesterday. I had actually had a previous version, and then I said, oh, I'm going to change it a little bit to make it easier for you to see what I'm talking about and to be able to follow. So this is a natal chart of someone that is extremely famous around the world, and is even more famous during the present time, very much in the public spotlight and in the news constantly every day. And it's quite a big story at the moment going on, which I'm sure that many of you have, if not followed closely, then at least got seen plenty of headlines about it. Okay, so like last time when I had the first chart that I showed you, I just want you to, we would just want to look at the three main factors, which we used to call the big three, if you remember, the sun, the moon, and the rising. And then I'm going to talk about something that you can see that is currently going on, which is really, really strong and really exciting, very significant time for this person. Okay, so look towards the sun. So the sun there at the top, yes, this is yellow little thing. It's in the sign of Gemini. So again, I believe the other chart, a Gemini sun as well. What do you remember about the sign of Gemini then? What do you remember of the sign quality? What is Gemini good at? Or what is a person with a Gemini person? What are their character traits? Anything you remember about that? Yeah. And then obviously when we look at we look at the sun, which is like the external behavior and the core of the personality, then we also have a planet representing the internal side, which is the moon, which is about our feelings, our emotions, also our emotional needs, desire, what we need to feel comfortable, and also tells a bit about, the whole chart tells about our temperament, but also the moon sign is quite an indicator of someone's just, is more of a calm, of a peaceful person, or someone who's more like easily irritable or agitated or excitable even, Okay, Gemini people always lose keys. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure about this person, but yes, exact. So communication. So, and Gemini is also, it's about presentation as well. So when we communicate, when we pass on information to other people, then everybody has got their really distinct style, right? People have different styles of talking. Some people talk very, very fast. Some people talk very slow. Some people have always kind of feel like they're kind of hiding. They're not very confident when they speak, or they feel like they will be judged, or they won't get a positive response, for example. And then other people they appear like more confident, or they have also a bit more variation. Some people you feel like you always get like the same exact like version of them, and others you feel like, oh, there's so many different facets to them. It's like they're always, it's like almost like a different, like a multiple personality, all rolled into one. And so the sign of Gemini is definitely about the diversity. We know that sometimes we say, oh, this is like the two sides to the coin. That's the energy of Mercury, the sign ruler. But for me, Gemini, it's all about the skill of communicating and presenting in a clear and understandable way, to make sure that that people get the message. That's an energy that we all need. Expressing ourselves. We all have a desire to be understood and to exchange information with others and communicate with others. So Gemini is like flexible, yeah, maybe a bit like scatterbrained at times. It's an air sign, so they probably have lots of different thoughts, and they're focused on many different things at the same time. So and that maybe makes them forget the keys every now and then. That's very an interesting aspect. Maybe forgetfulness, maybe that's a Gemini thing. Well, it should be a Gemini thing because Mercury rules, the mind and the intellect and how we think and how we process thoughts. So yeah, I think that's definitely one area. Okay, so presentation, communication, passing on information. What about the moon? The moon is in the sign of Capricorn here. So what you say, is this someone who is emotionally very, very vibrant, very expressive, or someone way more laid back and calm and a lot more receptive as well? What would you say? Have a look at the moon there in Capricorn. I hope you can see that clearly. It's in the 6th house, which is the house of Virgo. That's also an earth sign, earth energy. So an earth moon in an earth house. Daily routines, work, everyday life. What would you say? What does this person's emotional world look like? Are they quite cool, quite chilled, or are they really full on aggressive and very distracted, very laid back? Yes, I believe so. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough for now. And let's have a look at the ascendant. The ascendant is in Leo here. The ascendant is in Leo. It's a fire sign, and it's a sign that is ruled by the sun. So in this case, this person's ascendant ruler is also it's the sun. So the sun is very much in charge here of running the show. The sun is in charge of the ascendant, which directs our approach to everything in life, everything that we encounter, like our general attitude towards life, how we present ourselves. So it's again like presentation. Leo is the show sign. Leo is the actor. Dropping a big hint here. Leo is about stepping on a stage. It's really being in the spotlight, being seen, yeah, and wanting to make an impression, yeah. And then we have the chart ruler, the sun, in the sign of Gemini, which is really about such multiple facets and multiple characters and having a lot of variety in your expression, yeah, having a lot of variety. And so these two like work together. This is really someone who's really step into lots of roles. Yeah, someone who can step into lots of roles and can just, yeah, probably shine equally in each of these roles, because the sun is like the driving force behind everything here, and loves to be in the in the spotlight, and loves to be expressive. So this is someone who's really like as a life purpose. Many clients ask me like, can we talk about life purpose, or what is my true purpose supposed to be? So the life purpose is here just trying to bring out as much variety as possible in terms of self-expression. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. But emotionally, someone who is just really more calm, who loves, peace, has no interest in, causing a lot of no troublemaker or something like that. No one who is like has aggression, or it's someone who needs calm, and also definitely has a desire to retreat when they're feeling they just need that peace and calm, and shut everything out. So, okay, what is going on in this person's life right now? We can see when we look, not just look, but look towards this most important planetary trigger right now, which is the Saturn. So I've marked the Saturn with a little circle there, so you can see that's the natal Saturn, the yellow one. And then outside, you see the black Saturn. That is the current Saturn, where it currently is. Yeah. So it is just past the natal Saturn of this person. And that is also called a Saturn return. And many of you probably may have heard about it. Even people who have no knowledge of astrology have actually heard about something like a Saturn return. So the Saturn return, and this is his second Saturn return. It's a time of a major, it's a time of taking stock of your life and, looking back. It's often the end of the chapter, wrapping something up and stepping into a complete new cycle. So Saturn return occurs roughly between every 28 to 30 years. So you can roughly guess how old this person is, just having their second Saturn return. It's in the 7th house, and the 7th house is about relationships. And Saturn in the 7th house is a bit like a classic for relationship problems or marriage problems. We might also think like divorce or some sort of trouble going on there, while at the same time Saturn can also point to massive stability. So there's a big potential of long-term commitment there for this person, a desire for long-term commitment, and this is also being underlined by this moon in Capricorn, which is also a need for long-term connections, long-term, like, once you trust someone, then you trust them for life, that kind of energy. So this guy is really interested in commitment and long-term commitment. But Saturn in the 7th can also be a troublemaker, and it certainly is. It tells about some major lessons to be learned in that area of life. So the house with Saturn that always points to where we will encounter our major life lessons. And this Saturn has a bit of a difficult aspect. I've not marked this here because it will be too much, to Venus that rules his midheaven in the 10th house. So there's some value lessons there. But this person is having their second Saturn return. So there is a story that needs to be wrapped up. There is something that has not, it needs to come to a conclusion. There is like a relationship scenario potentially that needs to come to a conclusion. And Saturn is a big lover of the truth. And this person now is actually, what is happening right now is, he's actually said, this was a direct quote, actually said, "I am obsessed with the truth." So this couldn't be any more true. When we look at him having his Saturn return right now, we really know that he speaks like this comes from the depth of his soul. This is really absolutely true. This is how he truly feels right now. And this person is actually right now in court, which is also an absolute classic for Saturn in the 7th house, Libra, court trials, that sort of thing, court battles, or taking someone to court. Yes. So does anybody have any idea who this could potentially be? He's currently fighting a court battle over a previous relationship that has gone terribly wrong. And he actually has been in this relationship for a very long time. He's much longer than he should have. Much longer, for sure. Anybody have any guesses? Any guesses who that might be? Okay, excellent. Yeah, yes, totally right. So you could see just by looking at this one factor, there's other things going on, but this is like the main factor that indicates there's other connections there where you can really see this is all about wrapping this up, putting the truth out there and clearing his name. So setting the record straight, just want to, that so that you can understand that this is really, it's a very Saturnian desire to have everything out in the open, clarity, truth, and this is absolutely necessary, because otherwise you feel like you can't proceed, you can't get on with your life, because there's still something that is you'll be stuck, so this will be going on for a while. Saturn will be going back and forth, but it looks like there can only be one winner there in this battle, because everything that's come out so far really speaks in favor of Johnny, and that he was actually telling the truth. And that's actually, however, if you love him or hate him, or love her or hate her, I think it's all about putting the truth out there. And this is something that you can see here very clearly. And he's certainly learned his lesson in this whole disastrous scenario. Okay, right. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of live astrology in a different way, because it's really happening right now. Okay, so let's do some personal readings, and I'm happy to answer your questions. Please put your questions in the chat box along with your full birth details, the time, the place, and the date. And I'm going to have a look and see what we can find out, okay? Yeah. There's Mark Davenport. Hi, Mark. And there's Adam. Hello, Adam. I'm so glad you joined. Good to see you. Hello, Kelly. Hi. Hey, Kelly. This is another Kelly. Anyone else? Mary. Welcome, Mary. And we've got your data here. Okay, so let me put this in the box. Okay. So it will be your birthday very soon. This will be around the next eclipse. So you're probably gonna have a very interesting year ahead, with your birthday being around the next eclipse mid-May. So put in your birth time, this birth year, and then we can start. So would you like to know, will things improve over the next few weeks? Okay, improve in terms of anything specific? What do you want to see improve, or do you think it must look so bad that I would see at first glance that it's it just has to get better? Okay, so you're yes. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, there is a bit of heaviness there. Okay, there is a bit of heaviness there. So what I can see is that your soul this time around is really up for some bigger lessons in transformation, confronting situations that might seem a bit extreme, and that most likely have left or are still leaving some scars there. But the whole idea is to send you off to there's a very powerful indicator that your desire is to really grow beyond what you can, our mind, or how our imagination works, is like we constantly need to be challenged and triggered, because otherwise our imagination can't expand, and we can't believe, and we can't imagine that we could be capable of more, so I think there's a lot of powerful, yes, that is very, very intense there. What I can see is that you were born under a full moon. Okay, almost exactly like the full moon was, like 2 hours later it was exact. Okay, so that means that the eclipse will also, which is a full moon, the eclipse will be a full moon, which will fall almost exactly on your natal full moon. So there will be a repetition of your natal full moon, right? Almost the same degree. Okay, so you probably feel that very, very strongly. And that's on the axis, 1st and 7th house. This is the relationship axis. This is about you interacting with other people. This will be strongly about your approach towards others. Maybe it could also be a particular relationship could be triggered. The whole thing is squaring Pluto on the midheaven. which is what I've first I called like this really, really intense, really intensely transformative energy. So the Pluto is influencing both the moon and the sun. Also Saturn is on the Scorpio rising. That's quite heavy. That tells of really tough lessons about, you know, self-discipline. But you know what I'm getting, Mary? I'm getting like a huge burst of awareness. So that can actually be like a real breakthrough for you, where you really see maybe something that has been holding you back or that has been blocking you, that could be about an interaction with you and a specific other person, potentially. That you really see like I feel I have a much better understanding about what this is about and which direction I'm supposed to be going here, because there is a desire to just make progress in life, and you have got very strong, I would call it like imaginary power, like a very powerful, your capacity to imagine and focus. This potential is really strong. Also, there is a big task here to work on your self-discipline, to really become the master of your own focus, to not let anybody else in your life tell you what that focus should be. Yeah, so that's very intense. So Pluto is your chart ruler. It's Scorpio energy, and it is very, very dominant. It's very dominant in your life. It's very dominant when it comes to career, life goals. This is the sector, the 10th house is the sector of career as well. So I'm not sure, because the full moon now, the eclipse, I think it's the day before your birthday. I think it's on the 16th. It's exact, yeah. So that will affect this whole planetary configuration, and it should give you a big like a boost, like some major awareness, maybe like the universe. I'm almost hearing like the universe may want to give you a pointer, like a very strong pointer, what way it is supposed to be going for you. Also potentially what you may need to cut out and completely let go of. You know, we're talking about Scorpio, there's always this, for most people it is painful topic of letting something go, but this is something that has been maybe it has been robbing you of your focus. Yeah, taking your life back. Yes, almost like it may feel like something has been taken or stolen, but the potential for transformation, and you know, this is because this will be in your solar return chart as well for the coming year. I think this will be a most powerful year for you to find a completely new focus, or maybe you will go back to something that other people have told you is not for you, but you've always felt like you have given up on something that you shouldn't have given up upon. You just did it because others, they were basically, yeah, be in full control. So maybe you let others take control. That is the tension. You are a Taurus sun, and then you're so much Scorpio as well. Your sun is in the 7th as well, so you like to be welcomed, appreciated, and valued by others, but you will be very, very careful not to be dependent, you know, on other people's approval, because I can see you are so extremely powerful yourself. So you can take control, you can be in charge, you can say, no, this is the way I'm feeling, this is my goal, this is my direction. So you make the choices. Yeah, you get in control and you make the choices. And I think this lunar eclipse may actually help you, because it will activate both your consciousness and also like powerful subconscious activation there. So, you know, maybe something will come up that makes you feel like you've like almost like an awakening, where you feel this is exactly, no, I know exactly where my be, you know. Okay, so what you say, I've been dealing with past things, forgiving and seeing them without rose-colored glasses. Yes, yes, I can see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think through this awareness, you know, there will be strong awareness, and also then you will feel ready to deal with these things, so not run away from them or deny anything. You say, okay, it was what it was, or it is what it is, but now I am choosing to move on. And also I think it's also a choice to focus on yourself and focus on your own needs, because this is what this full moon will bring up, because it will reactivate your own moon. And so the moon is in the first house, the house of self. So this is all about you paying attention to your own needs, and but also being very real with yourself. Yeah, maybe this is what you mean by seeing things without rose-colored glasses. So if you can do that, I think I'll be looking very much forward to this full moon activating something very powerful. Okay, I wish you the best of luck, and hope you're doing well. And yeah, maybe see you another time. Then you can let us know how it went, if something has shifted, because that could be a very strong shift in consciousness and awareness, and then powerful choices. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you so much. Okay, we got someone else. And to other people's needs and expectations. Oh yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Not with all that Scorpio. It's not a good idea. Not a good idea. Don't do that. Yes, wonderful. I applaud you. Perfect. Hello, we've got Sally here. Shutton. I'd like to know when things will slow down. Okay, slow down, get better. That's the current vibe. Okay, let me put in your details. Okay. Programs working. Let's see if we can find something for you. That's more Scorpio coming here. Early Scorpio sun. Okay, and just the time. And here we go. Okay. That's correct. Right. Oh, that's almost another Johnny Depp here with a Leo rising and a moon in Capricorn. So Neptune. Okay. So do you want to tell me a little bit about, the background or anything that's currently going on, or what is anything causing any trouble or any stir? What is currently going on? If you give me a bit of info about that. Let me see. You've got Jupiter. Don't see anything particularly. Your Saturn is through. Like, is there any particular, like, say, any particular area in your life where you currently feel, I'm getting this energy of overwhelm. Something is overwhelming you. So what area is that, or what is happening? What is happening there? Is that in your job? Is that in your family life? Is that with your partner or with kids? Or what is overwhelming currently? It might still be the Uranus here, but that's also technically it's not so strong anymore. So there must be something specific. Maybe it's not so obvious. Things keep getting in the way of getting what I want, moving forward. Okay. In the career, I was almost thinking that, because Uranus is in the 10th and it's the only troublemaker I can make out right now. Everything else is a pretty chill. Like for you, just in general, the planets are pretty chill. The only troublemaker I could see that's still active is Uranus in your house of career. Okay. And that is challenging your natal Uranus. But that will move, that's moving out of the danger zone. It's slowly moving away. It will still be in your 10th house for a while. So I'm not sure if your experience is, normally this is good energy if you really want to make progress. So if you already decided you want to make, are you probably planning some bigger changes, or you are in the process of implementing bigger changes, maybe changing position or something completely different, maybe altogether. But yeah, the time. Okay, so that can be a Uranus thing. Can I just ask what you currently do, or what this career, what type of career this is? So I can try to understand why you're struggling with this. Uranus doesn't rule your career house, but is currently in it. Let me see, it rules your 11th. Maybe there's also something with Mars. So your Mars is actually quite good here with Saturn. Let's see. See what Mars is doing. Oh, there's nothing. Well, it will take a while until Jupiter is coming here, so it's not really. I think it's more of a Uranus thing, because I can't really see any other area that's under assault, so to speak. So it probably must be the Uranus, and that is quite restless energy. It seems to me like you're feeling a bit all over the place. What are you doing? You're a security guard. Hours are far too long. Yeah, I can imagine that. And you have a Uranus in the first house natally. So so the Uranus is already, as I said, it's moving away from the square to your natal Uranus. But it's still within orb. So I'm feeling like there's this restlessness for change. But the thing is also, what about do you have a clear vision where you want to move? Is there already something that you're working on, or you're just like feeling like you're under a lot of stress there, but you're not quite sure what alternative you could choose? Because Uranus is about changes and alternatives, finding alternatives. And someone with Uranus in the first house, especially in Leo, is someone who loves a lot of variety, and just almost like different, almost a bit like Johnny again, like different challenges and different stages, or like stages, like if you walk into a stage and you can be a different person there, can express yourself in a different way. It's very much the opposite of, these routine kind of jobs where you're like almost like not moving, sitting or standing in the same place, for hours on end. So if that's what you're doing right now, then this Uranus is probably giving you a very, very hard time, and you feel like you can't stand it for a moment longer. So I think this really is not a long-term solution. So I was wondering if you have any like other career desires, because there is a lot of other things are going on here. I wonder if you have been trying, if you're trying to venture in a different direction already, or like actually considering a change, or actively looking for something. Because you know what, with this Uranus there, you could really use it to have a complete break. This is the energy where we can just cut ourselves off. It's like pushing pushing that button and just to catapult us out of a situation that it has become unbearable to us. And that can sometimes happen very fast. It's just the question is like, can you like within yourself, can you find a new formula? Can you find a new vision? Because that is what Uranus needs. It still needs to be, you know, it's all there for you in order to bring you change, but you need to feed it with a new vision and like a new desire, what direction you want to go. I can see you have Mars rules your career house, so that is someone who like also again likes variety, excitement, and likes to be in charge as well. Your Mars is in Libra, so that tones it down a little bit. So not anything like too aggressive. It's in the fourth house, maybe not something where you're constantly maybe like in the spotlight, but maybe potentially something where you can have more active engagement with people. And if you're just, you know, security guard, I know that I had a friend in Germany, and her ex-partner, he was working these long hours, like in a warehouse, you know, like security guard in a warehouse or something like that. And it was awful, and it was long hours just standing or sitting. And I don't think this is right for you, even though maybe this is a bit more related to your moon there. It's also in the sixth house, just like Johnny's, funnily enough. So that is a desire of more like a more structured daily routine. But I'm getting something with more interacting with people, and also something a bit more social, or yeah, definitely a place that's more comfortable. I don't see you finding in a lot of comfort there. So I would definitely advise to just look at other options. Can still use, yeah, you can still use this Uranus energy. It as I said, it's moving away, but it will still definitely you will feel it for a little while. Let me see if it can. Okay, so for a career change, yeah, what I'm seeing is Jupiter next year. That should most likely be next year's between January and March, probably. That's Jupiter entering your career house. And also Mars will be in Aries not too long. And then over the next couple, where is it now? About here. Oh, that would be another maybe six weeks or something. Yeah, probably about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. I would say that then you're really ready to take some decisive action, yeah, towards something new. So I hope you can you'll be able to make this change, because I think there's something else there for you. Okay. Okay. Good luck for that. Good luck, Sally. Okay. Then who else is in the pipeline here? We have Krish. Hello. Let me put in your data. July. Okay. And 6:15. And that is South Africa. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Awesome. Okay. Time is correct. Place is correct. Date. Okay, let's have a look. So what's your question? I thought this eclipse that passed was very intense. Not drain. Is this anything to do with my birth chart? Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. So Krish, this new moon, this eclipse, that happened exactly on your midheaven, and was also opposite your natal moon. This is what you felt. You felt the what you describe as being drained. It was just a highly intense emotional impact on a constellation, like which is just is a part of you that is already quite prone to nervousness. Yeah. Yeah, far away. I still feel close to you, so I still feel close to everybody, no matter how far around the world you all are. I always feel close. Yeah. I was always going to say thanks to Uranus, but it's exactly Uranus again here. So you have you have a Moon Uranus conjunction in Scorpio, and that is already like constant high energy, like in your emotions. It's always, everything feels like intense, and if you feel something like all of a sudden, maybe a scare or even like a positive surprise, like everything feels extra intense. Yeah. And this was triggered by this new moon, which was exactly opposite and was on your midheaven. So it really touched a very important, like touched your main axis, one of your main axes in your chart, which is the vertical axis, not the horizontal ascendant descendant, but this is the I see in the midheaven. So I'm thinking this new moon or this eclipse on your midheaven, what may have felt quite, don't want to say, well, this moon in Scorpio may feel under a lot of pressure or nervous energy, you know, as I said, like in general. But what I'm getting now is also that there is, maybe you have felt like more consciously, and the moon is your chart ruler, by the way. You are Cancer rising, so that constellation is like that's a very important place in your chart, because it's everything revolves around that. This is your chart ruler, extra intense, and also maybe, even though you're normally quite good with, or you like changes, it's still, I'm feeling there's still always a bit of fear attached. But yeah, but because we know that the moon rules our emotional world, and the moon is where we want to feel safe and secure and protected, and we want to be sure about what's coming. And then this bloody Uranus on top, you know. Uranus always says, like, no, I'm going to give you a surprise, no, I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, so I'm never going to give you this extra bit of reassurance. Somehow you always have to stay like open in some sense. That is the challenge behind this really quite challenging constellation. But I also, to be honest with you, I find it very, very interesting. Moon Uranus in Scorpio, that, so like, this is the sign where Uranus has nothing in common with. And I think it can bring out a lot of intense emotions that also you can feel like this is something that few people are able to feel and reach these depths, and at the same time also challenge everything that comes up, you know, challenge these emotions, but at the same time, yes, fearful to changes. So that's like a core task for you in life, to probably is reducing this fear of changes, and learning how to make that a part of your life experience without freaking out every single time, you know, something is, you know, about to change. You know, you're still a strong, confident Leo there, Sun in the first house, Mercury and Saturn also in Leo. But the moon as a chart ruler, this Cancer thing, it's already quite a, I'm not going to say timid, but a more cautious approach to life. And then the moon is close to the fourth house cusp. So again, that's water energy, it's in a water sign. So I think a big life task for you is how to process your feelings when you are experiencing disruptions or unexpected changes, and just know that you have the potential to, this is not for you to feel like pushed back into the corner. This is for you to actually explore your greatest powers, but these are, as everything with Scorpio, they're kind of buried, they're down there. You have to dig through the layers in order to access that. Yeah, but it's definitely there. So I think the challenge is to access these powers and find different ways of processing emotions and reacting, because the moon as a chart ruler is like a double agent here, because the moon is about our emotional reactions as well, and this is a highly emotional energy. This is a highly emotional energy. So you're constantly alert. You're someone that every little thing that is going on is like you're feeling ping 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 everywhere. So this is being triggered by this new moon, this eclipse. So maybe on the midheaven, this may have challenged you, or you may have felt the challenge of maybe taking a big step forward in terms of your personal development. This could be career or just life goals, taking a step forward in terms of life direction or making some change there. And this has directly triggered this fear of, oh no, I have to change again. This is too big for me. I won't be able to cope. I cannot cope. This feels too much. I just want to hide somewhere and can please someone else do it. That's type of energy. But I think it's just like consciously, it looks like you are maybe something is coming up, or it's soon coming up, or you feel like, oh, I will have to, maybe you're about to step into a new role, or you just have a desire to step into something new, but at the same time it triggers all those fears of something abruptly changing. And what Scorpio energy hates is the feeling of not staying in control. So the best advice I can give you is, first, explore your feelings in depth, because this is where your true power lies. This is where your true, like the key to control is being getting more stable and secure in your feelings. And even if you're feeling weird or feeling scared, first accept that as being a part of yourself, and try to see yourself more as a unique person, and see that as something very good and very powerful and very desirable, rather than trying to I think I'm feeling you're having not the best relationship with this emotional side of yours. So there's something like, some sort of self-rejection going on there. So this this may have been triggered by previous experiences that just have left you feel pretty insecure. But now this is being triggered. So maybe if you just can slowly try to consider in your conscious mind, well, I might want to make a major life change, or maybe I might want to tackle a new challenge in my career or something, and just try a slow approach, because as a Taurus midheaven, you don't have to rush things, but try to familiarize yourself with a new idea about a change, just slowly, so you don't put yourself under unnecessary extra stress. Okay. Yeah, I hope this helps. Yeah, thanks so much. Okay, who else is there? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We have some quick adverts. We have the Lovetarian Way, which is tomorrow night from 6 p.m. with Natalia. And after that, Life with Spirit at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Maddie Paul. Mhm. Yeah, and make aware of the June 11th fair, is it? From 6:30. Oh, that's the mediumship. Okay. That will be in Wickham. Okay. 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 All right. So, yes, so just close this. Right. Everybody, thank you so much for joining. I really enjoyed the show today. I hope you did too. And just you can always contact me personally if you've got any further questions. I am available for one-on-one coaching sessions, and you can always contact me directly through my email. Please definitely follow me on Instagram at mirjam.astrologer. If you're on that platform, we're very happy to connect with you and interact with you, and also check out my website where you can find all details about how booking a session with me. And yeah, it was lovely to be with you today. I'll see you very soon, right after the next eclipse, and hopefully it's going to be a very exciting show then as well. Thank you so much to everyone, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Until then, have a great time.
Spiritual Psychics TV presents an holistic fair on Saturday the 11th of June, offering the best in spiritual readers and market stalls. Join us from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Throughout the day there will be many stalls such as natural polished crystals and stones, qualified complementary therapists offering spiritual healing. This exciting day is being held at the Waterlooville Community Centre, with plenty of free parking. A wide range of handmade products including candles, oils, jewelry, naturally organic and vegan soaps, creams, and bath bombs. Not forgetting the kids, we have face painting and a bouncy castle to enjoy all day. For those who are interested in potions, spells, and essentials oils, then we have a stall for you here as well. Maybe you're looking for a reading, be it mediumistic, palm, or tarot. 11 readers are available throughout the day. Refreshments such as drinks and light snacks are being provided by the 1940s tea room from Havant. Plenty of free workshops, talks, and a demonstration of mediumship are also planned during the day. For more information, please visit mbs.spiritualpsychicstv.online.